Hey guys, it's Tim, the economic forecaster, and today is August 15th of 2009. There are still no signs that the economy is recovering. In fact, things are getting worse. I'm quickly losing confidence in the government's ability to keep the game going on for much longer. What I am mainly concerned about is whether or not we have crossed the line and the marginal utility of new dollars of debt has gone negative. What that means is for every dollar of new debt that is created, it does not increase our GDP. The government has thrown a lot of money at this problem over the past 18 months, and I'm not seeing any signs that it has made any significant difference. The gains that we have seen in the stock market since March have mainly come from money being channeled through the banks from the Treasury Department. Only about $500 billion of the $3 trillion increase in the stock markets has come from money market accounts. There's nothing to support the current market levels, and price to earnings ratio on the S&P 500 is north of 120. The average PE ratio for the S&P 500 is 20. Never before in the history of the index have we been anywhere near this high. For those of you who have been calling for hyperinflation, you don't really have to look any further than the stock market. Trust me, it's hyperinflated. You can have hyperinflation in one asset class. I'm going to post a link to bullandbearwise.com. You can check out all the different charts on their site. Be sure that you're sitting down before you check them out. Let's talk about the Treasury bond market. The Fed on Wednesday announced that it would finish its quantitative easing in October and has no plans at this time to increase its purchases. It shows Bernanke is concerned about the strength of the dollar. A stronger dollar means cheaper commodity prices. Interest rates on treasuries have been bouncing around a bit. Again, who knows how much manipulation is going on and how much debt has been monetized. So we really don't have any real solid information as far as what direction treasury bonds interest rates will be going. Talk a little bit about retail sales. July retail sales numbers were bad. Remember, July is the month when people start doing their back to school shopping. American Apparel Incorporated said earnings plummeted 34% compared with a year earlier, and department store chain Nordstrom's reported its profit decline at 27%. No green shoots here. The housing market. Housing is still in trouble. Prices continue to decline, but it's at a much slower rate. It doesn't really matter at this point because we've had about a 30 to 60% decline from the top. A large percentage of mortgages are underwater with no hope of refinancing. There are a ton of interest-only and adjustable rate mortgage loans that will be resetting over the next couple of years. And the banks already have their hands full with record numbers of defaults and foreclosures. It's really amazing when you look at some of the balance sheets from these lending institutions. Yesterday, Colonial Bank Corp became the largest failure so far this year. BB&T agreed to buy about $22 billion of Colonial's assets. The FDIC said it would hold on to the rest, about $3 billion worth, and try to sell them later. The FDIC will end up eating that $3 billion because I have no doubt that they are toxic assets that are basically worth zero. The FDIC estimated Friday that the Colonial deal will cost its deposit insurance fund about $2.8 billion. Well, that pretty much sums up my thoughts on the economy for this week. On a personal note, my wife and I have been seriously talking about moving out of California. I think when things start to fall apart, it's going to get ugly here real quick. In fact, I've already applied for a job in Montana. We have been to the state a couple times when we were on vacation, and we really loved it. I like the idea of living someplace where there is a lot of open country. I'd like to hear your opinions and your ideas about Montana or other places around the country that we might enjoy that particular type of living. Well, again, I thank you for watching, and I look forward to your comments.